Alright guys, so we have breaking news out of Israel and the United Nations this time. Netanyahu praises the United Nations for passing phase 2 of President Donald Trump's peace plan in Gaza without any objections. The plan, now endorsed by the United Nations Security Council, practically ensures the armament and demilitarization of Gaza and requires Hamas to hand over its governing body power. Netanyahu says this will lead to more countries joining the Abraham Accords and overall a more peaceful Israel and Middle East as a whole. Hamas, at the surprise of none, rejected the vote, arguing that it doesn't properly address Palestinian demands. So why is Netanyahu praising the United Nations right now, even though this plan is far from a confirmation that Hamas will be dismantled and doesn't really talk about how it's going to even do it? Well, the reason is because, first and foremost, for the first time in over 2 years of international pressure to stop the bombing of Gaza, the IDF now has complete authority under the Security International Law to stay within the agreed upon places in Gaza and continue its occupation there until the plan is properly met. This acts as a protection mechanism for Israel and ensures that Hamas will not strike again until the plan is carried through and they are dismantled. Secondly, even though Palestinian statehood is mentioned and addressed in this plan, it can only happen when all the other things in the plan are met. The final step would be re-handing Gaza over to the Palestinian Authority, a step which will be very hard to take unless the Palestinian Authority shows complete acceptance for Israel and willingness to coexist with them. In other news, Jewish extremists are on the rise in the West Bank and Judea and Samaria settlements. While Netanyahu has condemned these attacks in the region, he has been unable to fully commit to his cracking down on the attack. The reason for him not properly condemning this is a bit of a flaw in the Israeli governmental system, which is that Netanyahu does rely on his far-right party members such as Ben-Gvir and Smotrich to stay within his good graces. This is not a situation to be taken lightly, with 4 just being stabbed and rammed in the Gush Etzion region in Judea and Samaria. The IDF, the Shin Bet, and the police are all pointing fingers at each other to try and point the blame at the other